Tonight, nearly a month after his disappearance, police say they've made an arrest in the case of 34-year-old Justin Haden. He was last seen at the Domain on November 1st, and police now say they believe Haden is dead and that 26-year-old Gavin Roberts had something to do with it. On social media, a lot of people have been critical of how Austin police handled this investigation from the beginning. KVUE's Darrenisha Haden spoke with a private investigator. Joins us now tonight here in the studio with more. Hi, Darrenisha.
Hi, Quita and Brian. A common question we're seeing on social media: how did Austin police mistake blood on the victim's wall as wine? A private investigator was the first to find that it was blood. I spoke with a PI who's not involved in the case, but he says unfortunately this happens way too often. According to court documents, police say 34-year-old Justin Haden was last seen entering his apartment, the Griffiths at the Domain, November 1st, around 1:40 a.m. with another man. Just after 3 that afternoon, a man is seen leaving Haden's apartment wearing a medical mask, struggling to carry bags and bins. November 4th, Haden's attorney called APD for a welfare check after not hearing from him. When police arrived, officers saw what they believed were wine stains on the wall next to a bed. November 7th, Haden's father officially reported him as missing. November 9th, a family-hired private investigator went to the apartment and found that the stains police saw on the wall were blood, as well as more stains on the bed, he told APD. Later that night, police agreed it was blood.
Anytime you see red, you have to assume that it's blood.
Steve Russo is a police officer of over 20 years and a private investigator. He says every officer has a forensic test kit in their unit.
Basically, if it's blood, you can tell right away. Any common sense police officer, if there's no broken wine glass there, you're going to say, well, wait a minute, let's investigate this further.
On November 10th, APD executed a search warrant to gather evidence and security video, which shows the man leaving Haden's apartment, who police say is 26-year-old Gavin Roberts. 8 days later, Roberts contacted APD after seeing himself on the news, letting them know he was in Colorado. Police issued an arrest warrant for him that day. November 23rd, U.S. Marshals arrested Roberts in Denver. He's charged with tampering with a human corpse. And while the case is moving forward, Russo says the initial officers on scene made mistakes that hindered the investigation.
We got to get better training. We got to get current training.
So far, no word yet on when Gavin Roberts will be sent back here to Austin. We've been in contact with APD, Denver Police, and the U.S. Marshals. So as soon as we get an update, you will too. Quita, Brian.
Darrenisha Haden reporting live for us here in the studio tonight. Thank you, Darrenisha.